All right, good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, May 3rd. I'm sorry, May 3rd. And as usual, going over analysis for US 30, gold and BTC. Just a quick thing. Gold just tapped the daily demand here. Tapped a daily demand and hourly demand. So I know it's not yet 9:45, but there are times when some of these things come in pretty quick, but I definitely like daily entries. So I will be looking to take the daily demand entry on gold. Um, because that entry rarely comes up, but we'll see. Also, BTC is approaching a um BTC is approaching, I believe that was hourly demand, but I don't want to miss this gold one. Let's see. Not yet. Waiting for that crossover buy on the 5-second time frame. We want to make sure. So that daily has been taken out. So you can see that demand area has been taken out. So so that was the entry there, but looking here on the daily demand entry, so that inner demand has been taken out. So won't be taking that. So the entry would have been here at the close of this candle, but the what is it called? Um, you don't want to see that being wiped out that fast, right? So for this particular trade, I know we would have achieved like a quick 1:, not even, we wouldn't have achieved break even. So yeah, so for that trade, the reason for not taking it is this demand was being wiped out pretty quick, so it was disappearing pretty fast. So I'm not taking that trade. So we'll wait for other trade setups. So and right now, we'll still wait for the 9:45 time and just look for other things. I know BTC is at a hourly supply here. So current running hourly supply. Gold is also at hourly demand. But for BTC, what I'm looking at, I think we might get a trade on BTC for this 4-hour sell. So maybe get a rejection here for BTC. But we'll see how that goes. So let's look at some of these other items we have here and make sure that these zones are still valid as is. So US 30 zones are still valid as is. US 30 zones are still valid as is. Gold is also at a 15-minute demand, possibly coming down to a 30-minute demand as well. This daily demand looks like it's holding, but still, you don't want to see that getting wiped out that fast. So as much as I like daily entries, this one was getting taken out a little too fast for my liking. So on the hourly time frame, let's see if the hourly demand is holding. So the hourly demand is definitely holding for gold, but we'll just wait and see how that goes. Hourly supply on BTC has been taken out, right? So you don't want to see those candles getting taken out. So we'll just, at this point, just wait for our post 9:45. But that gold daily demand was looking pretty good. And I do see that it's pushing up. And at this point, if you did take it, you'd be like at a break even and towards TP. But anyway, for me, I just decided to sit out on that. But it definitely held a little bit here. But the issue was that our zone was disappearing with that quick spike up, quick spike down during market open. So right now we'll just wait and see if we get any other entries. Looking at the trend line and SAR chart, it's currently 9:39, so we have like 6 more minutes before we can take any trade. And I really don't see and I'll share that chart after, but I don't see any trades as of now for that trend line and SAR entry based off of where price is at. We might get a BTC entry on the 30-minute time frame, but we'll keep following that. Nothing on the hourly. Currently, there was a gold sell entry on the hourly, but that happened too quick. On the 4-hour, there's nothing. 4-hour, nothing really here on the 4-hour. Yeah, and we won't be on the charts long enough to look at the 4-hour entries. So let's just see what we get. So this one is definitely holding. This one, this entry 280, you'd be ideally hitting full TP for that daily entry. But let's just look for another trade setup and see if we can get something else. So for the SAR levels, price is far away from the US 30 levels. For gold, if we get two consecutive 15-minute candle closures below here, below this 4-hour sell, this might be an entry for gold. And let me mark up new entries or new areas for demand on gold. So the first one would be the low here, because here we're not, as much as this is still a valid level, we are assuming that we would have taken that trade, which we didn't. But anyway, so that trade would have gone in profit, but of course we didn't. So we moved to the next level because we don't want to ideally double dip into a level that we've already tested. Now for this trade, if we do get two consecutive 15-minute candle closures below here, below the 4-hour sell level, I'll be taking a sell on gold. And possibly for this buy on the 15-minute time frame, I won't be taking this because you need to look at where price is coming from. So mostly price here, if price comes back here, price will be coming from this 4-hour sell SAR. So you don't want to be buying when price is coming from with all this daily sell. We do have a daily sell as well. 15-minute sell, 30-minute sell, 4-hour sell. So possibly this 30-minute buy at 22.65. So that looks like a nice area for gold. BTC, I'm really looking at this entry here. So we do have a 15-minute sell that's currently running, but I'm looking at the 4-hour sell SAR that we have there. And we'll see if we get that. And I know here on the hourly as well for gold, we had a nice rejection, a nice hourly demand. So here, the hourly demand did hold compared to the daily demand, right? So the hourly demand did hold, but even then, I wouldn't have taken the hourly entry on gold because it was before 9:45. So the daily time frame, I really wouldn't care what time it is because we rarely get daily supply and demand entries or daily even SAR entries. So for those ones, I really don't mind what time it comes up as. So for this hourly one, since price would have gone to TP around there, I'm not looking, I wouldn't be looking to trade the same area. So here, I look for the next demand on gold, hourly demand on gold, which would be here at 22.50. So what I'll do, I'll move this down to 22.50 and move this down somewhere there. So this lines up this hourly demand. So this is gold hourly demand. So it also lines up with a 4-hour demand, which is right here. Which is right there. So it lines up. So moving that down there, the 4-hour supply stays, or the hourly supply stays where it's at currently. And currently it's 9:45, so we can look to take trades right now. So any time right now. So for this entry on BTC, we move the hourly entry to 63,470. We'll move it up there. And this would be actually move it down here. So BTC, hourly supply there. And what's the other one? For the 4-hour time frames, price is far away from this zone, so that's good. Daily, so the daily on gold is still holding, but you can see gold is coming back down, right? So the other thing we can do, let's look at what we have on the other trend line and SAR. So you can see gold is definitely coming back. So the way that demand was taken out on the daily time frame, that told me we have a bunch of selling pressure. So let's look for trendline and SAR entries. So here, nothing for the buy side because price is at the top trend line. So maybe any sells, but here you can see we don't have any SARs here. So because price hasn't been there in a minute. Here for gold, almost had a buy here, but we had a trend line rejection, but price did not close above this SAR. So nothing to look at there. For sells, nothing because price is at the bottom trend line. Here for BTC, for buys, nothing because price is at the top trend line. And as much as it's at the top trend line, we don't have any sell SARs, but you do see this double sell SARs that are here. So we might get a sell for BTC at 62,000. On the hourly time frame, nothing for buys, nothing for sells, unless in the next 12 minutes, price closes below this SAR on US 30. This was a nice sell entry for gold. So stop loss above the previous high. So call this 140 pip. Stop loss 280 pip TP, because you can see rejection off of a trend line, closure below this SARs. You ask yourself which is the closest one. You wait for price to reject there, and you'd have gotten into that trade. So that was a nice trade, but it was before market open. So anyway, no sells on the hourlies. This might be a BTC sell, so we need to come back and watch the hourly chart. Hourly sell chart in 10 minutes. So on the 4-hour, of course, we're not going to find anything because this current 4-hour candle will close at 1 p.m. But we can see here, EU had a pretty nice sell. Price did not retrace to the SAR exactly, just missed touching it by just a few pips, but this was a nice sell entry on EU. So I'll move back to the other supply and demand chart. And then we'll see whether we have either an SAR entry or a supply and demand. So for US 30, nothing here. For gold, I'm watching this 4-hour sell level, right? I need 2 consecutive 15-minute candles to enter that trade. BTC, you can see we are approaching this 4-hour sell. So here for BTC, there's 2 things we can do. We can either, so we'll probably get this 30-minute supply tapped here, this 30-minute supply, and it's still valid. Or you can wait to do this 4-hour sell. But anyway, it does make sense to take this 30-minute supply. So I will be looking to take this 30-minute supply on BTC. And since it's a 30-minute trade or 30-minute time frame trade, and knowing that my win rate on 30-minute and 4-hour trades is not as high, I'll be using low risk for this particular trade if it does validate. But if you want, you can also wait for this 4-hour sell. Just wait for two candles, either two candles to reject off of this level or price to break up and then come down and have two candles closing below this level. So, but I do like this for this sell because we do have a 4-hour sell area here where I do expect price to reject from. On the hourly, of course, price is far away from any of these zones, and 4 hours, same thing. So let's see how it goes. And daily, that daily did hold, so that's good. So at this point for me, I just look for a new daily demand because that one has already been used up, or I would consider it as me having traded it. So the next one would be at 21.48. So what I'll do here, I will move this down here to 21.48 and move this again because of course you don't want to you want to avoid FOMO. But if that demand did hold, we would have taken it. Only thing is that it did not hold on that initial push. So this gold entry here, this is gold daily demand. And we would wait for price to come back here and look for the same thing. So hopefully if price ever comes back here, we won't get that demand being wiped out or taken out. All right, so let's watch this BTC and see if we get anything. And I'm also watching the other chart for the trend line and SAR rejection to see if we can get the hourly sell on US 30 or BTC. We might also get a 30-minute buy. Same thing at 10 a.m. We might get a 30-minute buy on gold based off of the rejection, SAR rejection. So let me share the other chart and we go back to that. So in 30 minutes, this trend line should auto adjust to this low. So if that's the case, then you need to start prepping. If you'd be willing to take this trade. So this is 140 pips stop loss, 280 pips. No. Is it 280? Yeah. Yeah, about 280 pips TP, but only if this trend line adjusts so that we have a trend line rejection and then we have a closure above this SAR, only if that happens. So we'll see if that happens. So you can, if you're looking to take this or if this aligns with anything you're doing, you can start lining up your trade manager. And that's based off of a 30-minute as well. So for me, same thing. I would be risking pretty minimal amounts. And we'll see if we get that. And also we need to watch the hourly sell for US 30, but US 30 is becoming bullish. So I was thinking, so also if this current hourly candle comes back and closes below this SAR, that would be an entry there. But I don't think, but anyway, we have 5 minutes and anything can happen in those 5 minutes. So let's go back to looking at gold. What about BTC? BTC, we don't have any sell entries here. So let's see what we get here with gold. But remember, this trend line has to auto adjust to the low of this candle so that it can be a rejection. And then we'll see how those go. And again, same thing. If it closes above here, we would also need to adjust our stop loss. So just know it's whichever SAR is closer or is closest. The supply and demand, there's nothing really here. All right, 4 more minutes before this candle closes. All right, here we have nothing. And we do have PMI news at 10 a.m. So this might be a pretty quick or some erratic moves here we get at 10 a.m. All right, about 3 minutes remaining. So if it closes, say, above here for this SAR, you'd have to extend your stop loss by about 20 more pips, if I'm not wrong. 30. Yeah, you'd have to extend your stop loss by like 30 more pips. So I'm looking for it to close just in between those two SARs so that we wait for a rejection to the bottom. We have 2 minutes. So what I'll do here, I'll set an alert around this SAR. At 2289 area. So we have about 1 minute 40 seconds. If it closes above this one, it will be such a quick trade, right? It will be such a quick trade. And also we need to look at the hourly sell. So it doesn't look like US 30 will come and close down here for this hourly. So I think right now all we have is this gold entry in about 40 seconds. But two things, right? Need to make sure that this trend line adjusts and comes to the low of this candle. So that's the first requirement, so that it gives us the trend line rejection. And then we need price to come and retest this SAR, and we can look to enter. All right, so 19 seconds. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see where it's closing at. So it closed. Oh wow, that went by so fast. So price adjusted, trend line adjusted, and you can see the way this spiked up so fast or so high. So for this particular trade, now how to look at it. What we don't want a move up that's equal to our stop loss, ideally where we would be setting break even. So we need to measure this move. So we don't want let me do this. We don't want a move up that's equal to our stop loss, right? So our stop loss is 140 pips. So we don't want price to have moved up 140 pips, if that makes sense. So if price comes down, I'll still be looking to enter the trade. But if we go up and a distance that's equal to our stop loss, I'll just cancel this trade and look for something else. So here for US 30, we didn't get that hourly closure. BTC is so if we don't get this gold trade, we'll definitely be looking at that BTC trade on the 30 minute supply. So again here, let's measure how long of a move this was. So we didn't get to a spike equal to our stop loss, so that's good. So here we just need a tap of this entry before price rides back up, and I'll be taking that entry on gold. And BTC also is approaching entry on the 30-minute supply. And actually here, uh-huh. So this is tricky. We do also have a daily sell on gold. Give me 1 second. Where would this stop loss be? Oops, 3. Um, okay. Uh, BTC is at entry. So let me share my other screen. We do have also a daily sell level SAR on gold, but let's first watch this BTC. So BTC 30-minute entry, want to make sure that that zone hasn't been taken out. Perfect. Move here, wait for a crossover sell on BTC. And then I'll be looking to take BTC, waiting for that crossover. And there it is. The entry is at 61,901. So here, 61,901. Is it 901? 61,901, yes. 901. There, that's the entry on BTC. Turn this off. And the other one, so that's the BTC entry. Gold, if we look at gold here, we had there's this daily sell here. So we had price broke and closed below this daily sell, came and retested it, right? So we do also have a daily sell. So this is conflicting. So we have a daily sell, and then we have that entry we were looking at on the, or, waiting for on the 30-minute for a buy. So honestly, for me, I do like the daily sell trumps so for me, any daily time frame trumps any other strategy or entry. So this daily sell would have been a nice one, but unfortunately, we weren't able to be in it. And I hadn't seen this the way it was. So it is what it is. So right now, just in the BTC one, would have taken this daily sell. For this, when price comes back to this other entry, the 30-minute buy we're looking for gold. So right now we are watching price came and took liquidity from the daily sell, is coming down with a daily sell, 15-minute sell, and 30-minute sell. So at this point, what I'll do, I won't be looking to take the 30-minute buy on gold based off of the trend line and SAR rejection. So we'll just go ahead and delete that and then just watch this BTC trade. So BTC should be in profit. So this was a nice entry. So just looking for a 1:1 risk to reward. We set break even and hopefully ride it to full TP. Here again is the 4-hour sell area. So if you get two consecutive candles closing below here, this is also another good area for sales on BTC. But I'm liking the entry on the 30-minute. I think gold will keep pushing down. So if I turn off this buys here, if I turn off this buys, all this buys we have here so that we just see what's going on with the cells, you'll be able to see that this candle closed below the daily sell level, right? And then so you have two consecutive candles if you want to trade that. But normally you'd wait for a retest of that area and then ride price back down. So here what this is telling us is that it seems like they're coming to pick up liquidity from this daily sell, this 30-minute sell and 5-minute sell, and to push price down from here. So seeing that, I don't think there's a need to look for buys on gold because we would be looking for buys when price is coming down with sell side liquidity. So no need to look for any buys. Personally, I'm not going to take any buys. In any case, I would have wanted to be in that sell entry on gold, but we are in the sell entry on BTC, this 30-minute sell, which also lines up with that with a 15-minute sell area. Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully we get a quick 1:1 risk to reward. We set break even, and that should be it for today's live session. Let me see the other chart and see if there's anything else in there. Nothing here for BTC, nothing yet. So BTC is looking very good. Even the new hourly is printing a trend line and SAR entry. So the new hourly will also probably or most likely give a trend line and SAR entry. Yep. So let's see how this current BTC will go. So just watching. So just remember, if we achieve a 1:1 risk to reward, we just go ahead and set break even on that trade. Right. So still ranging a little, definitely in profit. So this is price action that we want to see. Just want to see some quick spike to the downside. All right. Still looking to push down. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do something else on the side here. But I'm still in that position and still observing it. All right, there goes that push down almost at a 1:1. All right. I have to drop off real quick. But keep observing that position. Just make sure if you achieve a 1:1 risk to reward, you go ahead and set break even. I'll send the outcome in the Discord channel, but this trade is looking really, really good. So let's just keep observing it. I will catch